Good afternoon, CFM. It's Coach Matt with our Friday workout. We're gonna get our back squat strength work in today. So let's begin with 2 rounds through your choice of 10 calories, row, bike, or ski, light kettlebell for right now for the warm up. And we can use this with some slow and low squats. I like to push it out away from me at the bottom to help me balance and really get comfortable sitting down there if I have a little bit of an ankle limitation, and I can kind of pull it back to me to pry my knees apart and work on that stretch. Similar to the front squats we were doing with the slam ball yesterday, but keep the kettlebell. We're gonna do some light kettlebell windmills now. Feet both pointed away, both knees slightly bent, and I'm gonna punch my hips back, slide the back of my other hand down until I get down to the bottom. If you don't touch the ground, that's okay, but get a good stretch in the hamstrings and the glute on that front side leg when you do that kettlebell windmill. Next, with a bench, we're gonna do our bent knee hip adductor raise on the bench. So that means I wanna have my knees bent, but my hips or my thighs in line with my torso when I do this. And a lot of times when we get into it, you end up pulling your knees and making this angle between the thighs and your torso. And we wanna have the thighs nice and straight, okay? Or the femur straight with the torso. Now I'll get on the ground, one arm down, straighten myself out, and then I'm squeezing up and slowly lowering myself down as I open my hip and pulling the bottom leg up out of the way, all right? So then back to that setup position, slowly lower myself down, get that bottom leg out of the way. All right, I'm gonna do, that is our bent knee hip adductor raises. You can make it more challenging by straightening your legs out or getting the contact point further away from your hip, okay? Last one is burpee jumps. So plant your hands, get your feet in that burpee position, jump back to the plank, and then jump up to the foot planted position. And I'm trying to get my feet flat and close to in line with my hands when I do that one. Next, we're gonna set up our back squats. So this is our standard movement. We're going up to 80 to 90%, and I would like to be relatively consistent across the sets of 5. You can think of this as 2 warm-up-ish sets and 3 work sets if you would like to. The goal for our volume when we're in the 85% range is in that like 15 to 18 reps of the back squat. So the first set, if it's at like 75%, and then you move up to like 78%, and then you go into the low 80s and top out in the like mid to high 80s for your percents, that would be a fantastic set that will build some strength in you. We just don't want to get into failure, bad positions, or too light of weight to cause a change in your body, right? Then when we finish that, the rest of this is core and accessory and a little bit of a cash out. So I'll give you an 18-minute block, and we're gonna do 3 rounds through for quality of dead bug, wall angel, and single leg RDLs. So this part is relatively slower, right, and more detail oriented, but so dead bug, I'm bracing my body to the ground, keeping my head on the ground, and you can go same side, or we're gonna do opposite sides. Either one is fine. Dead bug, and then wall angels, back to the wall, knees bent on this one so that I can push the small of my back to the wall, same position as I was in that dead bug, right? I wanna feel contact from the back of my head all the way down my spine, down to my sacrum. So all those wall angels, and then you can have Romanian deadlift, single leg, right? Kicking that back leg back, keeping my body, my hips rotated into that movement, using the kettlebell or dumbbell for balance, right? Try to get all 5 reps without the non-working leg touching the ground, so we're working balance as well. Finally, we are going to get into our cash out portion of the workout. And what we'd like to get for this is a plate, right? So a low plate. This is going to be another quick foot movement when we have this one out. And this is going to be a every minute on the minute set. So we're gonna do 6 rounds through, every minute on the minute, but it's going to be a lot of activity and a lot of reps, so it should tire you out relatively quickly. So let's say 3, 2, 1, go, and you're gonna do 8 reps of a V sit-up, and then you're gonna do 8 reps on each side of a bicycle crunch, trying to straighten out one leg as you pull the other one to the knee, and then you're gonna hop up, and we're doing 20 reps of a plate hop. right? So this is gonna be up and back, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, up to 20, right? So it's just a bunch of quick little punches into the ground. When you're done, lay back down, get ready for your next set of V sit-ups. Heart rate should be very high by the time we finish this one, and but it'll be over in 6 minutes, okay? And that's it for today. Hope you guys have a great one, and I'll see you on Saturday.